Hello, everybody. Strange evening. Get home, try to go live, and computer just nothing's working. So I'm on my phone. We'll see how this goes. Hope everybody's doing okay. I didn't even check to see if somebody was live. Probably over. Doesn't matter. Somebody I'm missing. Oh well. So I'm gonna. I hope that y'all enjoyed the Living Nativity. That didn't work out too well. Maybe if I hadn't have entered the screen, it would have been full screen. Lily, good to see you, hon. I don't know. And I couldn't, they had music playing all through it, so I knew I couldn't. Daniel, good to see you. I knew I couldn't play it with sound, so I don't know, but they just did a beautiful job, I think. And just wanted to share it with y'all. And I was going to share the song because I love that song. But I don't know how to do that on the phone. Oh well. Hey Cheryl, good to see you, sweet. So I'm gonna read out of the Renewed Christmas Blessings book. I'm live.
Okay.
Excuse me. Damon, good to see you. How are you? Okay, this is called Christmases for Relationships. Center your heart on the deeper meaning of the holidays. This will help everyone become easier to get along with because the heart of the holiday will remain intact. Hear what your friends and family are voicing as their stress and listen carefully to them. This is a gift that will lower their stress. Reach out as a family to help others in order to keep the proper perspective on what is really important in life. Hey, Meat Puppet, good to see you. Invest in memories, not material goods. Make time for family, baking, caroling, tree decorating, or board games. Or going around and looking for events that are happening. That's what I've been doing. It was a little different this year because, yeah. Okay, the next one is speak your love in words. The best gift you can give is for a person to hear their value and worth from your lips. Take time for romance. The greatest gift you can give your children is a happy marriage. Make time to reach out to extended family. In person is best. However, a visit via Zoom or a phone call to grandparents, aunts, and uncles will brighten their holidays. Assume nothing. Ask those who are celebrating with you what their expectations are and communicate the plan clearly so that people feel informed and valued. And the last one, stay flexible. Don't be a Christmas boss, ordering family around. Instead, slow down the pace, gather consensus, and give options so that you create an environment of connecting and sharing. Does sound pretty good to me. Okay, I'm going to see if I remember how to drop the link on here. Yes. George, I think I got it. And, right, Cheryl? Let's see. There we go. If anyone wants to come up and chat. So what y'all been up to? I took a day of rest. Yesterday, yesterday was an amazing day. So a friend of mine was going to Austin to take things for the homeless, food, blankets, pillows. And I didn't know about it because he's one of them that's hid from me on Facebook. Oh, goodness, Mary. So sorry to hear that. We're praying for you. Anyway, so I found out Thursday night, I think, and I told him, please come by. And so he came by and he came in and he's like, goodness. And I said, I know. There's stuff piled everywhere. And so actually, just before he came, this couple that I've known her since she was born, they came by and they said that they just wanted to help me with moving. And if I'd just pay their gas back and forth, that would be good enough. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And so they were all three here at the same time. So I sent the food and blankets and stuff that I wanted to send to the homeless. And then the couple sent them with boxes of food. Just Rainwater, good to see you. Thinning out stuff and hoping that it's helping others. I put on the neighbors page, I put a bunch of stuff just free, just free, come and get it. And so two ladies came to get what they wanted, but they took it down and think because one of the things was a leg holster, maybe. I don't know. But so I'm going to ask them, is it okay to give stuff away on this group? Because I still have a lot more. So we'll see. I want to make sure that take care of community and whoever can. And we've all been prepping, and it's time to recycle the food. Someone can use it. I don't want to take, I've got so much I'm taking with me at any penny. And it's not even furniture. I have 1,000,000 boxes. Excuse me. I can't leave my craft stuff behind because I'm going to make stuff. Excuse me again. Can't leave my office supplies behind because you never know. Tools, just a bunch. Some of my children's memory stuff I can't leave behind. Yeah, just a lot I can't leave behind. Still have to be prepared, right? I listened to Vision Preparedness and I'm like, yep, can't get rid of this, can't get rid of that. Yeah, I need this, I need that. Seems like we always need more to stay prepared. Being out there is kind of isolated. Don't know how often store visits will be, so there's that. It's not like the northern states that have to be prepared for all kinds of craziness. Please keep your snow up there. Our weather's weird enough. We have had temperatures going up and down. Today, the high was 77. And then it's going to do a 30-degree drop like crazy. Amazing what we collect there. I know, Mary, that's so true. An old friend of mine used to go to the thrift store a lot. And you would see, you know, it was people's lives that were in there that were being sold. Kids and grandkids don't value what we do. And a lot of times when people pass, they just want to get rid of it all. And it's sad. Really is. I have a dresser that was handmade by my kid's great uncle. And so it was given to me by two very special people. And I've carried it all these years and repainted it, put new handles on it. Found out it has locks on the drawers. It was painted this really dark brown. You couldn't even tell that it had the locks on the drawers until I sanded it all down. And it was like, look at this. This has been hidden. So now they're shiny and sticking out. And one of my sons is going to take it. So he'll keep it in the family. I figured one of them would want to keep it in the family because it's a treasure. Most of my furniture is kind of falling apart now. There's a couple of things, but I don't have a lot of furniture to move. And the guy that I sent stuff to, the homeless, Sherry, it's good to see you. He said him and his guys are gonna come and help me move. They want to get all the heavy stuff. And I was like, I've been praying, and just that, I mean, the couple just came up out of nowhere. It's just, what a blessing. You never know. Just keep praying, y'all. I think that angels are sent when we're really in need. Need, not want. I could want a lot of things. Amen, Mary. I totally believe that. Angels all around us. Except this one lady tonight. I was kind of surprised with her at the Living Nativity. You're sitting on bleachers, and I was on the front row. I got there early, and so I could set it up. And this lady knocked my purse down under the bleachers. Thankfully, my daughter was with me and able to, because they're not the ones you can walk under. So she had to reach down under them. She was able to get everything. It was all good. Nothing was broke. Yep. The cat, good to see you. I can't see that other word, but I am pretty well. Allergies, maybe, but I'm doing pretty good. I think there's a few in chat that may need some prayers. If you're up to it, cat. Seeing that George is having the crazy temperatures like us, just up and down. One night it'll be freezing, the next night it's 60 degrees. And it's like, what is going on here? I'm sorry, the cat. I know a lot of us are missing people, very special people. But this is the time to do things in their memory. Last year at this time, I was on a trip with my daughter, and everything's still in the heart. It's Sherry, so it's happening there too. Goodness. Definitely keep them in your heart and share that love with others. It's not hard to do. It's any little thing. Just acknowledging someone exists. Hug. Wait, let me see if I can. I don't want to. Beautiful woman. You know what? I think there's a way to. Maybe I can. There we go. Now I can see it. Here's a go. Well, it came like beautiful. Wait, count. Yes. I answered peace on earth. I looked for her a few minutes later. Interesting. Wonder where she went. Uh-oh. How do I... Oh. Don't do that. What'd I do? Okay. There we go. Yes, Sherry. Always in my soul. Sauce and milk. I know the cat. A lot of times I'll go back and look at old videos and yeah, it's at the stage. Hey, Black Watch.
Hi, Bonnie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm a little confused. I tried your Mary, did you know there was no sound? I thought it was the screwed up the browser. Was there sound to that?
No, I had to mute because they had music playing continuously, and
Oh,
it
okay.
it
Sometimes,
would.
sometimes I think I accidentally clicked something on the top ribbon, and it
Yeah.
mutes Firefox. So I opened another one, and anyway, now I know.
Yep. It was totally muted.
Yeah,
And
I can't see that either. Something went wrong. I don't know. Anyway, good begin.
and then my computer is acting crazy, and so I think I need to do a backup on it and try to make it right.
Which one's this? The Chromebook?
Yes,
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
I know. Me either. I'll figure it out. Hopefully I'll figure it out. I rebooted it and everything, and it's real slow. Like, and
Yeah.
YouTube wasn't working, StreamYard wasn't working. It was just It was,
If I could
it
get
was
if I could get my son-in-law for an hour or half an hour, I might be able to figure it out. But he knows that I don't.
mhm.
But anyway, it'll.
Hey,
You know,
Catherine. Good to see you. Yes, rest in peace, Shane. He is missed. We did have a lot of fun. John, Gigi, just everybody.
yeah,
We used to have visits from a lot of different people that are very missed.
yeah. Those were the. How's the song go? Those were the days, my friend. I thought they'd never end.
Yeah,
Lived and danced forever and a day.
I
Yeah,
think that's where we make the mistake, is thinking they'll never end.
yeah,
We need to cherish every moment.
yeah. The trappings of youth, as they say.
Yeah,
And you can be a 50-year-old kid and still not realize there is an end. Yeah. But that's kind of a down way of looking
yeah.
at things, too. I
Don't
mean,
go there.
sometimes life is a big sloppy roast beef sandwich, you just kind of lower your expectations, maybe.
Yeah.
But it is the time of year, isn't it? It's
Oh my goodness. Wait, did I see that right?
what?
David, good to see you. Merry Christmas.
It is. It is what it is. Uh,
No, it isn't what it is. We can change anything that's happening, I think.
I don't. I guess it comes with the years, Bonnie.
Well, you can change the way you look at it. You can change the way you feel about it.
That's my point, but you can't change the fact. You know.
Well,
Well, I always found. I think I told you there was this Jewish guy, and he is Jewish. He became the vice president, and he said to me, "The chain of command and everything." I
mhm.
didn't tell him when I was 19. I know what you're saying, Blackwatch, but it just doesn't work that way. And I said to myself, Claude, I'm 19 years old. I will remember what you said this day. I always have. And Bonnie, many times I worked around. That's just the way it is. I twisted it to my way. Sooner or later, the cow comes home. You can't twist it anymore. Just the way it is, but it is the way you look at it.
Yes.
It is. It is the way you look at it. So it's I don't know. I don't know.
I have seen people get over illnesses and everything with a good positive attitude.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not discounting that. Not discounting that in the least. But it's like I said to you, you go through a relationship, and it's kind of said sometimes by friends, learn from what you've been through.
Perspective. There you go.
You kind of think to yourself without thinking to yourself, the next one comes along and I'll do better. I won't make the same mistakes. Then one
Yeah.
day you realize there is no tomorrow. There is no next one. Clocks run down. You got to face the facts. If you
I
don't,
still hear you talking. Your clock has not run down. You
eh,
have tomorrow.
I don't. I my point of my
Anyway,
the point of my first example. is in all the years behind me, that was so. That was so.
You say so.
I don't know. It's like I say, it's now how you look at it. You know, the smaller things become, the simpler things become more important. You know, I don't know. I try not to think about it. However, that roast beef sandwich with white cheese and onions, and you know, that's still there.
Don't make me hungry, Blackwatch.
Just had one. I mean, I just couldn't. I said, I gotta go. I gotta go to at least the 20th. I thought, oh, the hell with it. You know what I mean? I'll have another one. So, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. It isn't the time yet, is it? No.
No.
But the simple things, you know, when you think about it, and in one respect,
Yes.
you appreciate what you did have. What you've had. A lot don't have it.
Sherry, that's it. Thank you.
But it's your attitude, you know. And sometimes you got to look at. I've had more than most, a lot more, personally.
Absolutely. Yes.
You know, so I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, Blackwatch.
Well, mhm.
If you've ever looked at a sunrise or a sunset, if you've ever looked at a butterfly, have you ever had a butterfly land on you? There's so much out there that can give you peace in your heart. There's
I'll give you an example of that. My daughter's in her second marriage, which I tried to discourage at first, but
nothing to cat. God
it,
bless you.
it goes the way it goes. But she had her last daughter with her present husband. She won't have any more. She's lucky she got that part. So I said, I'll use his name, Kieran. I said, understand something how I look at things. Have you ever walked with your daughter on a spring day? The buds are just coming out, but it's warm enough that it rains, and then the steam, it's kind of like everything's new. The rain's
Exactly.
And have you ever walked with her with your hand in hers when she was about 3 or 4? He said, yeah, matter of fact, I did. I said, you know the feeling you had? He said, of course. I said, now you know how I look at your wife, my daughter. Understand. So, yeah, I've experienced that, Bonnie.
And hold on to it. Those are the things that it's an experience. It's an experience and a feeling that
Well, if I hadn't held on to him, how could I have held it for 41 years to tell him about that? Actually, it's 51. No, 40.
right.
48.
Because those moments, they come and go,
Yeah.
but they're still in us. That's what builds us. Even the bad ones, that's still what builds us.
Absolutely. I told you, my ex once said to me, that was the biggest mistake of my life. Those 5 years were the biggest mistake of my life. I says, look at it this way. If you're 120 and that's your value, you took 5 away, you're not you. They made you what you are. Otherwise, I just don't say it, Bonnie. I don't say what I feel. I just don't. You know, it doesn't.
Because you're a man.
Man, you're a man.
I think men have more trouble saying how they feel. But they might say it in other ways, like through a song or
Exactly.
through gifts or
Yeah.
time spent or there's many other ways that
Exactly.
you know that there was something there.
And you know why you can say that, Bonnie? Because
Why?
you're a woman of experience. You're mature enough to realize the little things. That's why. That's what time teaches you, in my view.
Well, I hope I've learned something in all these years.
I don't, I don't.
Maybe a little something.
Yeah.
Today I was watching about common law and about trust, building trust to keep your assets safe.
Oh yeah. I I've watched a lot of these precious metal things, you know what I mean? And I kind of think to myself, you're going to get duped, right? This is a
Yeah.
this is something of the time. There's a lot of, shall we call them charlatans out there, ready to dupe people, you know. That's just me. And but I listened to them. I didn't just go, oh yeah, this is it, right? This is what they are.
Well, there are some people in um y- I've even been thought of that way. I ask questions. I
Mhm.
I want to get to the root of it.
Yeah.
And so um sometimes that comes across as being negative or
No, you're not.
being disagreeable, but that's not my intention. My intention is to get to the root of what the real deal is because we're being fooled in very many ways right now.
That's what my comment, and quite frankly, this is how you're being dealt with from
Yeah.
people who say, "I don't know. We haven't been told yet." You what? We haven't been told yet. And I said, "Goodbye, goodbye." Pat your, you know, I feel like patting them on the head, and but that's condescending.
David, you and your sandwiches. Make me one too. Mm,
No, I don't know, Bonnie. It is what it is. Our life experiences. It makes
yeah.
us who we are,
Yeah.
bad, bad and good. And let's hope the balance is on the side of good. That we
But
pass that.
only, I think only you can choose to make it good.
Well, no, but when you pass it on, you can't. You can't. All you can do is wisdom, for the lack of a better word. What that child usually does with it, you can't. You
Oh,
can't.
no, you can't control it. No way. They're going to do what they want to do. But hopefully they've learned something from something. Kiss
Yeah,
off. Good to see you, sweetie.
but that's what I. On a note of that, depends how you look at it, because you got to be able to smile no matter what it is. I was going to send you a link about Canada, what it was doing, and I thought better of it because you probably find it out. But I watched it, and it's definitely a husband and wife retired. They travel the world to some part, but they're not perfect. They have health issues. But we know what they said? And okay, I'll bear the brunt. I don't care, you know? And they said, here's Trump in his ballroom in Mar-a-Lago, and he starts dancing to, the YMCA. And they say part toddler and part lawn sprinkler. Well, I just about fell off my chair. That was funny. So you gotta laugh. You gotta take those little things and just run with it. You know what I mean? Because
Yep.
it lifts your spirits.
Yes.
And there's some really cool stuff out. There's a lot of sadness. There is. There's you just can't believe it, but you do need to be able to laugh at certain things too. I don't know. Funny. You lose your sense of humor, you're in grave trouble.
Yep. And your ability to sing at the top of your lungs and not care who's listening.
Absolutely, even if they don't want to listen. But
That's why I do it by myself, so nobody has to suffer.
no, but it's not. It's not. It's like anything to me. I think the more you practice and you listen to it, you get on pretty good enough for yourself. Some people are just like, oh man, and they know it, but they enjoy the music. So I look at it that,
Yeah.
and some people take that too seriously. You know what I mean? This is not a performance. This is a number of people getting together to enjoy music.
Right.
And that's the point. I don't know. I just, I can only speak for myself. But it does, as I said in a comment, aggravate me when you're, for the lack of a better term, taken apart by looking at all angles of it and using your own experience and judgment against it, and look at things. And it's kind of like, no, and this crap that's going on. We're getting it up here in spades. I've got nailed for so many comments, and I'm not saying Carney, our prime minister, is vain. He's not. He is what he is. He's an economist, a world-class economist, a very bright man. But some of them, holy mackerel. I said in one comment, I said, stop kissing the Carney stones, if you get that reference. Carney, Blarney.
Yes, the cat.
I got whacked, and I said, stop it. You know what I mean?
Okay, this is for David. Remember this one? Sing and do what diddy diddy dum diddy do.
And that was a guy with the dark glasses. Oh, what's his name? A part of the Traveling Wilburys. I can't come up with it.
Well,
was just a walking down the street singing do what did
yes.
I walked on. The guy, Roy Orbison. That was Roy Orbison.
Well, that used to drive Shane crazy, so that's why I would do it.
Oh, I agree with you. I wanted to drive him nuts too. I shared that. I mean, we had that fallout. I'm not going to forgive him. He was wrong. So, to hell with this. Oh, don't speak evil of the dead. Well, he was wrong. Shane, if you're out there, you're wrong. But yeah, it's
not always. He was pretty. He was a good conversationalist. He.
Well, sometimes, how did Carl put it? I only make fun of you and cut you up because I like you. But he.
Well, that don't sound very likely, likable, or whatever.
Cut you ever kid with you or interact. It took me a point in his life. I was okay. He is what he is, and that was. But then he took that
life. You're awake.
But
Everybody, they've been Beetlejuicing you, what? And drop the link again.
he was what? What were they doing to you?
They were Beetlejuicing.
That movie, I love that movie. Watch that over and over and over again. Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, they had Dick Cavett. The whole crew was good.
Yeah,
It was a crazy thing, wasn't it? Especially when they were on the things where he hits it with the hammer. And
yeah.
it,
Have you seen two? I haven't seen the new one.
I liked it when Winona Ryder goes Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, and thinks, just say it. That's my favorite part of that movie. Yeah, but
Wait, did Al slip in? Hey, Al. There you are. I don't like it on my phone. I can't hardly see chat.
stay away from.
Good to see you.
Oh, you're on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the computer wouldn't work. It was just, it wouldn't work.
What about the Windows one? Because I know Windows, but I mean, Chrome, I have no idea.
Well, those they say are glitchy, like the audio doesn't work right.
Audio or the Chromebook is glitchy.
Chromebook is the only one that the sound seems to be okay. But my mother's and the other one, it the audio did not work right.
I could play around with it if you want. Go into Device Manager and see what we can.
Yeah, maybe.
Either that, you can do a hard reset. You got to back it all up and then reset Windows. It'll go back to the way it was at the start.
Hey, what life? How are you tonight?
Evening, Miss Bunny. Evening, Black White.
Hey,
Evening, Cat.
how you doing, Watt?
Superb.
Superb. Sublime. Elegant.
A little sublime, a little superb,
uh,
a little
I like that.
stupendous.
So I went to a motivational speech once, and he said, if anyone ever asks you how you're doing, no matter how you feel, no matter what you think, say fantastic.
yeah.
And he said, you keep saying it, and it grows on you.
Who are you talking about? Listen, every man out there that's been with a woman a number of years knows, how are you, dear? Fine. And you kind of think, I'm going to go change the oil in the car. Fine. Who are you kidding? I'm just
Well,
ducky. Maybe I'll wash the car too.
oh my goodness.
It definitely has something to it. You know, if you just wake up in the morning in a grumpy mood, just mad at the world, mad at yourself, mad at everything around you, you know, eventually you're going to be mad most of the day. You know, doesn't always happen that way, but it's a good chance, you know. Or if you wake
Yep.
up in the morning and just, today is the day, I'm going to conquer the day. It's going to be the best day I've seen thus far. It may not be the best day you ever had, but at least you're starting off on a better foot, you know?
Yep.
I try
And
to do that myself.
I think that first wake up, whatever you got to do to make it, I think that's what makes it a good day. You just, and yes, there's going to be things break, and there's going to be things do that kind of put a kink in it or slow you up, but still, you keep pushing forward. What? Oh, I can't look at my phone. Darn it. I had some things saved but that's the, um, the biggest thing is to just keep pushing forward. Y'all heard me, when I started thinking about packing this house up and moving, it was overwhelming. And each day I just keep pushing and
You
keep
could,
getting more and more done. And
yeah.
I'm seeing progress. Now it's like, um, I'm ready for someone to take a, a load, haul a bunch to make room for more. I, I'm, I'm doing pretty good though. I still have, uh, a few boxes in my closet to go through, and then my room and in the bathroom and the closet are done. And then my daughter's really wanting to start on the living room, but really all I have to do in the living room is box up my movies because I have a lot of movies, and whatever's in the TV cabinet. Oh, and my granddaughter's, she's got a play area. That that might take a little time.
No.
And then box up. There's only a few things on the shelves because we had the living room floor redone. So there's not a lot in the living room.
No.
The kitchen is a kitchen. It might, it might take a little. And I've been like, I need more boxes. That's what's slowed us up. And yesterday, I had two ladies give me a whole bunch of boxes. So that's why I was like, okay, now I got all these boxes to fill. Get those all filled. And then um, the closet in the spare bedroom. That one's gonna be a couple of days probably because I didn't realize when we rebuilt, well, not rebuilt, but whenever they repaired the roof in my closet, everything was put into the spare room. And that closet is full.
I found, can't remember when we moved out of my dad's house to the one we bought, but I remember moving from there. We just took
Mhm.
the dining room, and at that time you could get boxes from the supermarket. You can't for years now. It was almost full. That was a designated, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Move it,
Well,
done
this
boxes.
is the last time I'm moving at all. It Once it gets into that house, my kids will have total access to it if it's my time. And they can do what they want to with it. But um I want to get a Class C and hit the road. And so um, it's just going to have it absolutely what I need in there. And then everything else will be at home base and we'll see what happens.
How are you going to move those boxes yourself, like a U-Haul type of thing, or just wondering?
No, that's what I was saying. Those people that came yesterday offering to help, they're they're loading it and unloading it.
Oh well, I
Loading it, hauling it, and unloading it.
I know the second time we moved. Every time both moves were December 31st. I guess it was year end. It was easier for the lawyers to clear it out. But the last one, um,
Yeah.
I hired somebody. It was 600 or $650.
Mm.
I dad even said, don't even try it. You know, it was a big 18-wheeler, you know, the big movers.
Yeah.
And Bonnie, it was so easy. I mean, it was
Well,
kind
that,
of set up the kitchen and the bedroom, and that's
yeah.
it until you, but they, I think we gave them, there was 3 guys, we gave them $75. It was New Year's Eve. We just said, thanks for making it so easy.
Yeah.
That's the way to go if you got the money. But if you got all
Well,
the people, oh,
that's what that's what the plan was. I was going to get a U-Haul and just do it that way,
yeah,
and hire somebody to load it, unload it, and but they all have trucks with trailers, and so I think that they'll make quick work out of it. And then um
Sounds
we'll
like you
see.
went through a bunch of stuff already and cycled through some things, gave some blessings to some people, so at least you won't have as much to move, you know. You know what you're
Yeah,
dealing with now. You're down to
yeah,
the bare bones.
yeah.
yeah. There's still more.
There's always more.
There's some things I'm undecided, but I know once I get to my mom's, I'll probably even be thinning out more, because if it doesn't have a place to go, it's got to go.
They say there's the 3-month rule. If you haven't used it in 3 months or care about it, you probably don't need it. But that's not memory things, obviously. It's an Apple core that Uncle George never managed to use, and you got it in the junk drawer, right?
Yeah.
Uncle George might come back with his Apple. Not likely, but it's.
Well, I didn't realize how much uh, preps, I guess is what you call it, like bottles and bottles of alcohol, rubbing alcohol.
Oh, I thought
Um,
it was good stuff. Never mind.
no, and the hydrogen peroxide, the bandages, the
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's like, if anybody's injured, come to me.
I was going to say I could use a couple boxes of bandages, because
Well, and since my daughter's kind of clumsy and like she just had the bicycle wreck, and
is that what
so
it was? I thought she might have been ill. She had a little accident.
yes, she wrecked her bicycle.
Oh,
She had to go to the ER to make sure she didn't have a concussion,
yeah.
and then um, she was really hurting under her arm, and I told her, I said, that's what I felt like when I broke my ribs. You
Yeah.
might want to get that checked.
Yeah.
And so she went back to the ER, and they did x-rays, and it's just, she's really bruised and
Yeah.
um, had a strained muscle.
Yeah. I think I heard her when you had to go to her for a bit, and I thought it might have been like a cold or the flu, because that's going around. Your chest can be so tight,
Yes, and that's a lot of people. I've
Yeah.
been seeing some new strains of flu
Yeah.
that they've been talking about.
Well, our virus is forever mutating. If it didn't, it would no longer exist. So.
Wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, just the I picked up my oranges and lemons yesterday, and just doing what I can to make sure I don't get sick, because this is usually the time of year I do.
Yeah,
especially with the temperatures going up and down like they are this year.
yeah, absolutely.
And I know that um, I have to do extra this year because I'm kind of wearing myself down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Hey,
Time.
Jerry.
November is the start of this. Be up here. You're kind of like, I don't want to be sick for Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's
Uh,
not, you know. Um,
Thanksgiving seems to be my time.
yeah,
Thanksgiving or Christmas is, because I can remember spending 3 days to cook that meal because, oof. But,
yeah. I should have got. Like I said, I think it couldn't have been our first Christmas because we lived with them for a year. But the first one alone, upstairs between the main bedroom and the bathroom, it was a race to who could get there, shut the door, and throw up. That was our.
oh no.
It was, but since then, it wasn't too bad. But when you're young enough, it isn't so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
The
bounce.
cat, I've been seeing pictures of that in your state. They're not doing it as much here. I don't know why, but I'm glad.
Yeah, you got a good point. You got to build yourself up. Especially this time of year. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah, Mary. I'm hearing a lot more of that too, that people aren't responding to the antibiotics.
yeah,
And that's where you, I think, turn to honey. And um, there's natural antibacterials.
yeah,
Jerry was right. Parasites, possibly.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But you also got to give your time um, to hurt. You know that song REM? Everybody hurt sometime. You got to pull back. You got to give yourself grace sometimes, and then go back.
well,
You know.
you can melt down a few times during the day.
Mm,
Well, I do. It just something could trigger it. Something that I pick up that I'm packing, and it's like memories just come flooding back, and kind of lose it for a minute, and then okay, got that out of the way. Keep going.
Let me guess. Being a woman, you kind of take a deep breath, shake your head to get the tears out of the eyes, and start packing again.
Pretty much something like that.
Yeah, I've seen that look a few times. But anyway, time marches on.
I know. Why is the East Coast? Y'all have so much military up and down the East Coast. That kind of surprises me.
Oh, did I tell
Business as usual.
you what's happening up here? I think I was talking to a guy in Detroit. You know the civil. You saw it in the Blitz in London, the civil defense. With the whistles. This isn't that. We have our military reserve. It's called. They're amassing, and nobody knew about this. It was just announced. So obviously they were sworn to secrecy months ago. We're amassing a 300,000 civilian, a National Guard. 300,000. They're not going to have. They're not going to have the uniforms. They're trying to go through France to get uniforms. You cross.
Good.
you're crossing the border, be ready for that.
What do you need 300,000 National Guard for?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
That's the number, Bonnie. You thought at first I thought it was a joke. I think I sent you a link to it.
well, we probably have that at least.
You would, because you spend trillions a year on defense.
Yeah.
There's a big thing came out today. I don't know the depth of it. You know, we don't have too much fondness for the U.S. ambassador, Pete
We
Hopkins.
don't have too much fondness of the U.S. We got it.
But he said it today. The F-35 deal is done, dead. We're probably going with the Gripen from Switzerland. We're going to build them here.
So the M35 is a no-go.
It might be contractual. Washington kept thinking, oh, you're just mulling it over, because Carney opened it all up. It doesn't look like it's going to go.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to be rolling out the B-37 the first of the year. So the B-35 is just obsolete at this point, you know?
We have 47. Yeah,
You
that's
got to up the game.
But we're not going with it. There's so much debate that they dare not. Canadians will stand up and say, what are you doing? You know what I mean? What are you doing? You know, this is what I mean. Carney's been being built up to the second coming, not on his own way. And that's being, you know, but anyway, yeah, it's dead. It's not happening because it doubled in the cost. It was delayed.
Rest in peace.
But anyway.
I wonder if they're setting up for war. Maybe. Oh, I see something about Texas. What?
But yeah, we're 300,000
Protests today in Texas.
Who knows, Bonnie? Who knows? It's just
Oh, Mary, that is up in North Texas, north around Dallas. Yeah, they've got a lot going on up around Dallas. I'm really surprised. Dallas used to be cowboy country, and I don't know what happened, but
yeah.
the things that they're allowing up there are kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, Texas is really, I don't know. It's coming to a head pretty soon, I think. I know. But I don't.
Well, yeah, I've seen a few comments like that, but I don't know. Well, it's not gonna be me.
The year isn't over yet either. Next week is supposed to be more of those photographs too from the oversight committee. I don't think it's going to be a happy new year for some people down there. Politicians, I'm talking about.
Oh wow, Mary, goodness.
Yeah, 19 days, it'll be a new year.
Yeah, just shot. I'm ready to let that go.
Just gotta let
Only
it go,
19
man.
days? Goodness. Okay, you didn't have to tell me that. 19 days. Okay, that's doable. I've still got this. Still got it.
Yeah, it can get a lot done, Bonnie. I think it. And there's always, you know, the people that move in say, "Who's Uncle George? What's this apple peeler?" I don't know. We don't have an apple. you know, Uncle George. Must be the woman that moved out. You ever done that? You know what I mean? Like, where's the vacuum cleaner? Oh, I guess they got a vacuum cleaner for shadows, you know, not going back.
Well, I did ask her if she wanted the china cabinet in China
Yeah.
because um, no one seems to want it. And I don't have room for it out there.
Yeah.
The kitchen is set up kind of weird out there. It's,
Yeah. Just don't bet.
yeah. And I have to take my deep freeze. So that doesn't leave room for anything else.
No.
So I'm getting rid of my dining room table and chairs. Just
You know,
almost everything.
I told you my sister, I haven't talked to her in years, but you mentioned that. My parents bought secondhand furniture, you know,
Mhm.
through the years. It was, you know, where the woman sits and it's like 3 drawers and a round mirror and, you know, all this stuff.
Vanity. Yes.
Just before they moved, they got, I mean, furniture. You know what I mean? Like hardwood, you know. I almost cut my hands trying to help my dad down the stairs. But she
Mm.
bought a cherry wood dining room set. And it had like brass cloth feet with a table, the extension, and the hutch standing up. And when she moved, I think she took it, but she got, you know, a big one. You know what I mean? Where the china had like carved stuff, but it's styrofoam. So I guess my sister somehow took that when she first got married, the cherry wood. And she says they couldn't get rid of the furniture after my mom passed. Nobody wanted it. But the point was, she says, I was, what would be the word, frugal? We still have the dining room, you know what I mean, set. And I said, surely go price that dining room set. It's over ten to $12,000 to have that reproduced.
Hey, Kim, good to see you.
So anyway, yeah, sometimes the older stuff is the better, Bonnie.
Oh, I know. Um,
Yeah, but
well, this isn't, it's not old. It's like, um, maybe, well, it depends on what you call old. I guess now it's old, but it's not. To me, it doesn't look antique or anything. It's just in the china. So, one of the places that I worked at, the place next door had taken broken glass and um, used it. Some of it they used kind of like a mulch in the garden, the flower gardens, and it looked kind of neat. Um, some of it they just set up along the edge of the house like a border. I mean, I don't know.
I could see maybe if you had something like that. I don't know. Maybe I don't know about putting it on the ground, but you could easily get um, like a bag of concrete, and you could have you these little round molds and put them in the bottom of there and make you some little concrete stepping stones. You know, and
Stepping
it'd be like
stone.
tile in there or whatnot. Do
Yeah,
something like that. You know, I've seen people
that
do
could
something
work.
like that.
That's a good idea.
Or like broken glass, or well, maybe not broken glass, but you get the idea. You could seal it or do whatever, make it safe.
Yep. I don't know. It's who's that? Let's see. Annalisa, good to see you. Yeah, I know where I could take it if I can get it delivered there. That's a good idea. Okay.
What's that?
There's a St. Vincent de Paul's, like, it's probably about 35 miles away. And they take furniture, stuff like that. They'll,
How big is it, do you say? By how tall do you think it is?
mm, maybe about 6 foot.
By how wide? Maybe about 3 or 4 foot?
Yeah, about 4, I think.
I don't know. I don't really know what's in your area or exactly what it looks like. But man, if you wanted to get rid of something like that, you can probably post it and somebody will come get it, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Well, no, that's once I get down to the furniture, um, there's going to be a lot of free furniture.
yeah,
There,
post it or something. Yeah, just say come pick up as is, you know? If that's the way you
yeah,
want to do it, somebody will show up.
yeah, because there's 2 cabinets in my room that are definitely going to be given away, and a wicker dresser. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided about the wicker dresser. It's been spray painted silver. It's kind of cool, and that's where I keep
What
all
is it?
a wicker dresser.
Okay, wicker. Yeah.
Got 3 drawers, and that's where I keep all the games, all the board games, decks of cards, all of that.
Well, some of
And
that old wicker stuff can be kind of expensive.
yeah, well, if they hadn't have painted it, maybe, but it was given to me, and
Yeah.
I
um,
remember people had that like as a whole house set, you know? Remember that when that was like a thing, real big wicker?
yeah,
Man,
Well,
drawers would always get stuck. Yeah, maybe a good idea at one time. It just didn't. It was like the waterbed, you know?
yeah, yes, Cheryl. I'm thinking about the she shed part too.
Yeah, don't forget about that now.
And that's probably where the patio furniture will go, because the patio furniture right now is my living room furniture, and um, it's definitely going. It's got
Yeah.
big thick cushions on it. I love it. It's really comfortable. It's not very big, but like you couldn't lay on it comfortably. But
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sounds like you got it all planned out.
Yeah.
yeah, it's planned. We'll see how it goes. My plans don't always turn out quite
Wheels
like
are
I thought, but
the wheels are turning as we speak. Things are happening. Things are falling into place.
yeah,
You have a patio umbrella, you know, with the canopy goes up and tilts and all that.
yeah.
Those stupid things. Up here, you could spend $1,500 on the set. Well, my mom decided go for it, right? Well, that stupid thing has strings up it. A few cranks of that thing and it doesn't work anymore. I used to curse that.
What's that?
They're patio umbrellas, the way they're built.
Oh yeah. My grandma had one of them old school ones that you had to turn the little knob and it would wind itself out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Man,
ridiculous, stupid thing. It was like, and she
time to get it open, you didn't even want to sit down no more. You wanted to go back inside. You're like, the heck with this.
and it starts to rain, you know, she puts out the cushions. Oh shoot, it's gonna rain. You go running out the stupid little deck and try to get all the cushions. You throw them into the dining room through the door. You know what I mean? And
That
it's
was
like,
your thing, wasn't it? You liked doing that.
Yeah,
That's why mine are waterproof. I made sure of
Okay.
that.
yeah,
And it,
the things you do for your mother. If it was your wife, you'd say, listen, if you want to live somewhere else, go buy this. You know what I mean? Whereas your mom, it's Lord give me strength.
now, why would you treat your wife different than your mother? You know, a lot of people look at how you treat your parents to see how you're going to treat them.
Because she got into the stupid wicker things. Listen, it was like some the Indian things with the big circle. You sit in the chair. You're supposed to look like the Maharaji or something.
Yeah, I got a Maharaji chair.
What the?
Nobody fits in it but me.
It's you sit on the damn thing and you break it, but it looked cool. Meanwhile, your credit card shows it.
Oh no, you can't break this thing. You break it, shoot, you bought it.
You know, like no,
I think it was blessed by the Maharaji himself, whoever he is.
yeah, but you know, the
I'm
fact
going to get the swinging wicker chair bed thing.
A chair, swinging bed chair.
Yeah. And now they even have them on stands where you don't have to bolt them to the ceiling. I've been seeing.
What do you bolt it to?
Oh, it's already bolted. It comes with a stand. It hangs from the stand.
Yeah, I gotta see that. You got a picture of it? I need a visual, Bonnie.
there's this, there's,
I'll
Mind
send
playing
you a
tricks on me.
they came out with a stand that's got a little chain, and you're saying, yeah, oh, it's ridiculous. I think
I haven't seen it in
what we
person,
thought,
but I have
maybe.
seen videos like that where the bed was suspended from the ceiling or the joist. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but I don't know.
No,
It does, because then you can wrap it in netting and
See,
have the netting
that's where the
around
good
it.
idea fairy comes in, and you don't always want the good idea fairy to visit all the time, you know? It's when it gets out of control. You're like, is this a bed or is this just like a mobile command center? What's going on here?
one day you'll find out what there's furniture you get that you don't use. It just looks good. You know what I mean? They get on these
Yeah.
and they well, you're not supposed to sit in it, but it's a chair. I know, but well, you know what I mean? And you kind of measure your vows at the moment. You kind of hear the minister going, we are gathered here today to get, to join this man and this woman. And you think to yourself, I should have taped my mouth shut, you know?
Yeah.
What? Please don't listen to Blackwatch.
Well,
No.
you know, I'm not going to say I'm never going to get married. I just haven't had a wife yet. But it's funny because as we was getting off of work and coming in for the day, we passed by a pretty big church here in the area. I seen a bunch of cars, and I looked over and I said, hey, look, somebody's fixing to get married. They're over there taking some pictures or whatever, you know? And I hollered out, if you need help, blink twice, buddy.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell if he blinked, but I think he did acknowledge me, though. So I think he's good.
Yeah, a common thing I told you about that was really good. Somebody told me it's called a certain name, the skit, and it was something like that. Yes, sir, just blink twice. We'll have you out to a home by 5
Yeah, I
o'clock.
was going to call him back up, but I guess he was all right.
Yeah.
Or like, it was a couple weeks ago, I was watching the football game, and it got to halftime, and they were showing highlights or something from all the other games. And I don't know what game it was, but it was this guy proposed to his girlfriend at the game. And I'm thinking, probably for that moment, it probably seemed like a good idea, but in my mind, that just seems like a really bad idea because you set the bar so high by building up all the hype, and now everybody's seen you propose on national TV. It's like a no. From that point on, you got to go big or go home. You set the bar so high for yourself.
Yeah. Or the plane going over with the
Oh yeah,
flag hanging off.
yeah. With what's his name? Dang, I can't even think of the singer right now. With Ted Nugent. Yeah, with Ted Nugent hanging on to the back of the plane with an eagle on his shoulder, toting the flag, saying, "Will you marry Joe?"
Darn it. And I have a Ted Nugent video that I
I
was
knew
going
it.
to share too. You
Felt it.
knew it. You
I
read
knew
my
it.
mind. He
Time
was
traveling with me,
in,
Bunny.
he was in Austin, Texas playing.
I knew it. It's a blessing and a curse, you know, the yin and the yang.
Do you ever
Man,
get right with a woman? Now that I think about it, I mean, that woman's going to remember. I remember you, Frank, at the football game. And then it's going to be, but I took her to dinner, and she remembers between the salad and the veal parmesan, these special moments, right? Do you ever get that right, Bonnie? Is there ever a right place to propose? You know what I
Is
mean?
there ever a right place to propose?
Hmm.
I mean, to me, it would seem any anywhere, anyway.
I
It doesn't have to be a broadcast. Um,
don't know.
but I think that it would actually be better if it was in private, because what if she says no?
there you go. You know,
You know, you say between the salad and the veal parmesan, would you be mine forever? No way. Check, please. We're going Dutch. See ya. You know,
yeah.
like, you know what?
And she really was Dutch the whole time, and you didn't even know it. So, you know, it's kind of like an insult to say go Dutch at that point.
You know, but
Gotta love the Dutch. They split
Right.
everything. I like them.
yeah, that's got to be the most embarrassing thing. Well,
Uh,
you know, what are you kidding? No way. And everybody's looking at you.
imagine each couple would be different, you know, whatever they were into or however they met or whatever the circumstance or whatever, you know.
Yes.
I mean, you have that general idea of, you know, walking somewhere, this and that, and maybe the question, you know, I guess every woman's thought about it, you know, they've thought about their fairy tale wedding, you know, I guess that would be kind of a normal thing, but it will be different for each person, you know.
Why can't we turn it around?
But you
Frank,
know what?
Frank, will you marry me? Can you wait till halftime?
You can do that. I think you can legally do that now in some states.
Could be.
Just not in an LSU game. They don't let you do that there no more after the incident.
So since I've been doing weddings and seeing how they turn out, it appears to me the more trouble you go through, the more money you spend,
Yeah.
the less time they spend together.
The work,
Because I did the whole wedding, like the the cupcakes. Well, I did order the cake, but I did the cupcakes to go with the cake, and the decorations and the flowers and
It gets pricey.
the and um that marriage didn't even last a year. And it was, man, all that work. I even made a banner thing out of burlap and wrote, and it it said happily ever after, painted that on it. It went to a lot.
Sometimes we make it to the after before the ever, you know?
So I think simple and inexpensive. I've been to weddings where they rode up on a horse, jumped
Yeah.
down, by a river, and
Down by the river. Why not?
the preacher married him, and they lasted. Um, it doesn't take much if it's meant to be,
Yeah.
and I think if the couple is willing to work at it, because it does take both of you working at keeping that marriage strong. And I still believe God has to be the center of it.
I could
If
tell
you both give 50%, then where does the other 100% go?
yeah, really. It's a gamble no matter what you do.
Oh, speaking of gamble, yeah, I usually don't buy lottery tickets, but I said, well, I feel like I could buy the winning ticket tonight. Because what's the lottery up to? 930 something million?
Really?
Yeah, so I bought me a couple tickets. And I asked the dude, I said, is this the winning ticket? He said, yeah. I said, okay. He blessed it, whoever he was.
You don't want that. Well, you'll be beating them off with a stick.
Congratulations, Annalisa. 41
Congratulations.
years.
Congratulations. Man,
Awesome.
it's longer than I've been alive. That's a blessing, you know?
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
43 years.
43 years. There you go.
Congratulations to Kat.
Got
I
some
love
marriage veterans.
it.
I would have made it to 54 before she went. We stayed together. Not meant to. You gotta let it go.
Well, my grandparents were together always. We did their 60th, and they still had years after that, too.
Yeah. My grandparents on my mom's side were like that. They were together ever since high school, and both of them lived into their late 80s.
Yeah, my parents were that too. I think they had the golden for sure. Almost 60 before he went.
Congratulations, Kim, 45 years.
45. Congratulations.
And it's not. No marriage is all roses. There's going to be bumps in the road. And that's why, well, I don't know. I think it really helps to be friends first and know each other, all the good, bad, and the ugly. And then, but there's people that I have seen that love at first sight and stay together forever. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I
No,
just think it
no.
depends on the people. The thing that I love the most is whenever I go into town and I see this little old couple in a pickup truck and she's sitting right beside him, just like when they were dating, probably.
Yeah.
I just love seeing that. It's still there. That
You know,
spark,
that,
that connection.
you know what that usually is, Bonnie? The pickup truck's slow that the passenger seat has a spring in it, so she's got to sit in the middle with him. You know, but that is, yeah, it's amazing sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know.
Not all roses. Or we can complain because the roses have thorns, or we can rejoice because the thorns have roses. Either way, you know,
Yeah.
there's a rose.
Who's that? Hemingway?
Right, Mary?
Poetic. Ever.
I think that was on my fortune cookie last time I ate out.
That's
Chinese.
like it.
Got
So,
a good almond chicken. It's a great almond chicken, actually.
was that right beside the fortune cookie that said, "What? Buy a lottery ticket tonight. You could
It
be."
was, actually.
Yeah.
It was. That's what made me think about it, you know? Just got to get the sauce on the side. That way the chicken stays crunchy,
Yeah.
you know? Get more sauce that way, too. Kind of double down.
You ever
Did
wondered?
you know?
Sorry.
Did you know that you can buy a bag of fortune cookies?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I
And
buy high-end fortune cookies.
they taste so good.
You gotta let them out in your mouth for an hour and a half.
That's where I get my best material from, high-end fortune cookies.
There you go, Kim. It doesn't have to be a piece of paper either.
Mhm. You ever notice you sit and you have Chinese dinner by yourself and they bring you 3 fortune cookies and you figure, what's this? The first 2 don't count.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, get well soon, you know? It's just like a little Chinese New Year blessing.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, man, I didn't know I was going to get all this today. You get 3 fortunes,
Then you
3
say,
wishes.
that was delicious. What was that? They say bird drop soup. Well, we had this little nest out the back. We didn't know what to do, so we made a soup out of it.
Cheryl, you think that'll make life better? I don't know.
There you go. Just don't eat the fortune.
Need to see what they're made out of. Maybe
I
they're
don't
made
wanna
with
know.
better ingredients than the vanilla wafers.
Probably the same grade, probably. Maybe a few less,
Probably.
maybe a few more. I don't know.
Cookies are corn, aren't they? Like a corn type.
They are. Didn't tell you, like a wafer, maybe like a wafer based. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I seen it one time on one of those shows how they're made.
See if this thing will let me look up something like that.
It's a real bummer when you bust open the fortune cookie and there's no fortune in it. You're like, dang, how the heck did this make it through quality control? You know what I mean? This guy had one job. He had to bless people with fortunes, man. Just robbed me of my whole experience. I don't even eat the cookies, you know. I just break it open for the fortune.
You ever seen the feng shui that they have? The feng shui they practice?
Well, you got to have the feng shui.
We used to have like a house hunting, this guy, real estate, TV commercial or program. And they had this Chinese couple, right? And of course, mom was there. He drives them. But there is a street that runs up to another street, producing a T intersection, and the house was right there. That woman wouldn't get out of the car. Is that the house? I'm not moving. You don't buy a house at a T intersection under feng shui.
Yeah.
That girl wouldn't move. She was part of that back seat for the next 50 years. You're not looking at that, you know, but feng
Can't
shui.
do that.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They was probably new to the feng shui game. You know what I mean? There's always new players in the game. They don't know all the rules, man.
Yeah. Yeah, take it very, very seriously. You know,
You know, one job, not to buy a house on the intersection, and you did it anyway.
you did it. No, she wouldn't get out. You're not buying that. Yeah, no. She had the winning lottery ticket, so she was it, right?
Yeah, I don't blame her. I wouldn't move neither with that type of luck. I'd hold it down till it fell off.
But yeah. Yeah.
Here for the garlic. They are
one thing.
made.
When I win, I'm gonna take one hell of a vacation. I ain't gonna say I won't never work again, but I won't never work for nobody else again.
No.
They are made from flour, sugar, egg whites, butter, vanilla, and almond extract.
I have to learn how to ride a horse because I feel like I want to buy some horses
No sugar.
just for the heck of it, you know. Like, why the heck did you buy horses? I don't know, just so I could.
Sometimes sugar. Flour, sugar, butter, egg whites, vanilla, and almond extract are essential for the classic taste. Water and milk to get the right consistency.
There you go.
Keeping that recipe.
Yeah.
Can't imagine it couldn't be more than a few ingredients.
Well, and that's, I've seen vanilla wafer recipes too.
Yeah, you cut a lot of them ingredients out when you make it yourself, but you ain't got to put all that extra stuff in it.
Yep.
It won't have the same shelf life, but they'll be better and they'll probably taste better too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like the stuff at the Mennonite bakery when I go to, you know, it don't last as long as stuff that you buy from the store because they don't put all the extra stuff in it. But you don't have no problem if you get something from them. It's gone within a couple of days anyway.
Right.
You know, it's good.
You'd be surprised how quick I can eat a box of Vanilla Wafer.
I could imagine.
These crackers, they call them vegetable thins if you have them.
Vegetable thins.
They don't last. I mean, I get some ham or something and cheese. And it's like the box is 1/3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. That's like my mom used to get these. I think they banned them. But when I was a kid, my mom used to get these crackers and they were like chicken flavored crackers or something. And when I tried one, I said, these things taste horrible. You know, like, why would anybody want to eat these? But she loved them. I think they were like chicken flavored crackers or something. I don't remember the brand, but this thing was horrible.
Chicken Triscuits, maybe Triscuits. Something.
No, it was it was almost like like the little square buttery crackers they have like for dips or whatever.
Yeah.
It was almost like that texture, but it had a funky flavor to it. Like, I don't know.
Huh.
Let me see if I can look it up.
I used to get stuff like that. Chicken and a biscuit. Yes, that's what one of them was called. And then there's some Triscuits and there's some vegetable thins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Chicken and a biscuit. Oh man, that was oh man. God, that'd be like a torture tactic.
Didn't taste like
I don't
chicken
know
and a
what it
biscuit
tasted
to
like.
you.
I guess they still make them. I just looked them up.
Yep.
This
They
is-
do.
Watt says to his mom, these taste funky. She says, I know, that's why I bought them. Go get the other box for me.
Yeah, she didn't have to worry about me eating none of them. They were always fully stocked.
Yeah.
Bugles.
You'll notice something a lot if you noticed. Women's taste buds are different than men.
Now, we was usually in agreement on a lot of things, but that was the one snack. Yeah.
They have this weird thing about them. Then when they get pregnant, they change again.
She didn't even have to tell me don't go after it. She just knew. And then we go to my grandma's house and she's got all the snacks. You know what I mean? You couldn't go to her house without eating something. She had to see you eat something. She didn't believe you was eating nothing.
That's my stepdad. He had everything. The little cinnamon roll twist things. He had the little cupcakes. He had ice cream.
Yeah.
They'd have, I don't know how many different flavors of ice cream in the freezer, and
Yeah.
just snacks galore. Chocolate, every kind of chocolate you could think of. I think
Grandma
that was
wouldn't ever eat none of that stuff. It was just really for us grandkids when we came over there, you know?
my mama had to have her chocolate every day. She would get up in the morning and drink coffee with chocolate in it, chocolate syrup, and then sometime during the day she would eat the
A little C&C, a little coffee and chocolate.
yeah. And her dog, she had that dog eating chocolate kisses, and I've always heard that it's bad for them.
Yeah, I've always heard that. I don't know. I've never given a dog chocolate, but I mean, yeah, I've always heard that.
Not a good idea. You know.
Well, she did have an egg size. I mean, it was like a rock too. I think it was in her bladder, and they had to cut that out of the dog.
Yeah, no chocolates.
Yeah, so I don't
chocolate.
give her any of that junk.
Send me all your fine chocolates, please. I'll gladly dispose of them.
I can't afford those surgeries. She's gonna eat what I cook or her dry food.
Yeah, don't be feeding her no chocolate bonbons now.
Nope.
Yeah.
Did you ever have Pillsbury products? You know, you wrap it on the counter. The dough.
Oh yeah, the old Womp biscuits. You hit it on the counter and it pops.
We had it was a treat more or less. You had like a cake pan. You with the thing that swirls around, the little lever, the aluminum thing.
Yeah.
And it
talking about
the cinnamon rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey bread.
Oh yeah, who said that?
And I'd sit there and I'd count them. There's one in the middle. There was about 8. And I was praying that my dad's stomach was upset, right? Because he's going to get 3 of them. Right? You know, I hope it's not feeling good. You know, can I lick the icing off this? Yeah.
Yeah, monkey bread's pretty cheap to make, and I used to make that for the kids a lot.
Yeah. My mom used to make that sometimes.
Yeah.
I always liked it. I don't know. We didn't ever really have no Pillsbury stuff coming up. The only thing we had every now and then, sometimes she'd get the, it was the same thing that come in the little can, but it was the little crescent rolls. You just unroll it and then roll them up and bake them. She'd get them sometimes, you know. But that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
She always made her own breads, her own biscuits, or, you know, cookies or something like that.
That's good. Yeah, I used to make everything homemade. The bread, the everything. My dad, he raised bees, so I had tons of honey, and so I was using honey and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Honey mounds, those are really good.
Yeah, you can do a lot with it. It's good for you, especially if it's good local honey.
Yeah.
You know, the more local, the better. Any honey's good for you, but you know.
Yep. Yeah, I buy mine local.
Local has all those local pollens and everything that's around you and in your environment, you know, that the bees transport all around.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of bee farms.
Is your mom's place closer to town than yours, or is it further out? Like,
Further.
that sounds like it from what you said.
Yeah.
I better make sure you don't have anything to put out then, right? You have to get a bin to dumpster in.
You got a well out there?
Yeah. Yep. So I need to get a solar power pump thing.
You ever see that movie Baby Boom? I forget the woman. It wasn't Susan Sarandon. It was the other one.
I
And
don't.
she's anyway. Quick synopsis: she was an advertising exec, right? And she inherits a little girl from in England. You know what I mean? They passed away, and anyway, she moves to the country in Vermont. You know, country house and everything, and she, had to give up the job, and her well went dry because the plumber guy comes out, goes down the well, and he says, your well is all dried up. Oh, good. Well, just take the garden hose and fill it up again. How much do I owe you? What?
Oh my goodness.
Fill up that's a wonderful movie to watch, Bonnie.
Dang.
Baby Boom. It's hilarious, but it has a message. It's
Yeah.
a
It's fine.
it's an enduring.
I like Diane Keaton. And my girls always said I reminded them of Diane Keaton.
Yeah. Everybody want to call it a check flag, but it was really good. It was really good. Mhm.
I like her in Mad Money. It was a good movie.
Yeah, Susan Sarandon did Stepmom too. That's another good movie I bought when they were selling them out. It's a really good movie. Yeah.
They've been showing all the Christmas movies on all the channels.
That's what I was fixing to ask. Have y'all been watching Christmas movies? I
Yeah, I
have.
watched Die Hard. I watched Die Hard the other night.
That's how Stepmom ends. Julia Roberts, they divorce or separate, and they have the two kids. And of course, she's the girlfriend. She's a photographer, and she take the odd picture for them. But they close out with she's got the tripod. And they got all the family together, the kids, because Susan Sarandon's dying. She's going to die, and she says to her, "Put it on the where you click it, and it takes a certain time, and come sit with us." And it was at Christmas.
Hmm.
Really good movie.
First Wives Club. Haven't heard of that one.
Well,
Man,
remember
days of Christmas.
Miracle on 39th Street? That was kind of a clever ending to that one, where they give the judge a dollar bill. No, Kris Kringle doesn't exist. Dollar bill says, "In God we trust."
I think it's 34th Street.
34th, 39th, 30. Wow, what a
I think it's different. It's different in Canada, Bunny.
move, 39. Well, we used
They
to
go
have,
from 33 to 39. I don't know. There's no use for those other numbers.
I
It's a
used to,
recession. They had to move.
used to drive through Dearborn, 14th Avenue, 15th Avenue, and all that. And I had to get my calculator out, or redo some. The next one, 14 or 6.
Yeah, there's too many streets, avenues, parkways. You never know where you're at. It's just too many numbers. Like, man, what is this, algebra? You got to do algebra just to figure out how to get around.
Yeah.
Too many letters and numbers together.
Yeah.
The streets in town are letters.
Yeah.
C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
When I first moved there, there were no street signs. So you just had to know your way around.
Is this one of those skits where the guy goes, I'm trying to find my way. Could you give me directions? And the guy looks around like Tim Conway and he goes, this way, that. You can't get there from here.
Yeah. Yep.
You'll head about 5 miles down that way. You're gonna come up to the courthouse. You're gonna make immediate right at the courthouse. You're gonna go down about another 2 miles. You're gonna see Joe's Llama Farm over there on the left. Don't take the first left. Take the 5th left after Joe's Llama Farm.
Or was that the 4th?
But just, if you get confused, just go to Joe's Llama Farm. He's always there. He'll get you. You don't never see the llama farm, so you know you'd have missed the wrong turn.
Mm-hmm.
Should have MapQuest.
I think I was telling you, Bonnie, that there's Brome, Brou, however you spell Brome. You go through this place and you go and you stop and you say to the farmer, I'm trying to find Brome. It's back that way. Well, I went through and there was 2 houses and a gas station. That's Brome.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you get.
Which family owns a gas station? Both of them. Like what? It's like, it's I don't know.
You're supposed to get the first Family Dollar next year.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Family Dollar Express. Gonna be a drive-through Family Dollar.
Yeah. So have you ever gone down a street and turned around and started driving back up and get told you're on a one-way street?
I know I'm going one way. Wrong way. Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah. There's some streets like that downtown that are one way.
Yeah. They did that with downtown Toronto, right? All the way because you had to. You know what I mean? The downtown traffic.
Yeah.
We couldn't go both ways.
At least 5 times. Gary, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Well, they don't put the signs often enough, and if you're in the middle of the signs, you don't know it's one way.
Yeah.
It's like this one roundabout. It's like a 5-lane junction. And man, you'll sit there. It happens every time I go through there. I hate going through that intersection because they don't know. They start forgetting where they're at. And I've seen people get in there and they'll do 2 complete loops before they figure out which one they're supposed to get on. And I'm like, how did you make it this far and not know which crossroads you had to get to? I'm just trying to get home safely. What are you doing? You're trying to play the musical car game. They get to the roundabout and they don't know. They don't know they just need to make it a stop sign because in my area, I've noticed that if they put a yield sign up, some people just don't know what to do. They might as well just make it a stop sign because they're going to stop for 30 seconds anyway,
Yeah. I haven't seen a roundabout, so I'd probably not
Oh, if you see
know
them,
how
it's
it
over,
works.
honey. If you get the roundabouts, it is over. I'm telling you, it's the downfall.
That's what I found. There's a guy in High River outside of Calgary, and he does a thing, and he says this woman gets on these roundabouts. I got on his panel. I said, "What are you talking about? There's no roundabouts in Canada." He said, "There are here. They're there. They're
Mhm.
oh God."
It's happening.
Mm.
Uh, uh,
Right, Jerry.
It's like, yeah, let's take the the worst congested traffic areas. It's a four-way, and let's just add more difficulty. Let's just add a circle to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I remember there was this small town. I think it was St. Thomas, and they called it the Speedway, the drag strip, right? But it's actually in Sparta. You had to go south. I'm going down. I got the car on the trailer, everything else, and you see a big stop sign. All of a sudden, you realize the noise under the tires are the ruts that they put to warn you. And I think this can't be good. I better stop. Obviously, it's a 50-mile-an-hour T-bone intersection, right?
yeah,
At least
T-bone.
they routed the pavement. So it was like, wake up, right? You got to stop, and a little disconcerting with car and trailer on the back of the truck. Wow. Yeah, small town USA.
Oh,
Small town Ontario.
when we got our first traffic light, that was, you wouldn't believe how many times I ran it because I wasn't used to it and it was clear. And I was like, it's clear, just go. Oops, wait a minute.
Yeah, some of those places is just wow. Yeah. I could say something, but I won't. People get offended. Yeah. Get your going to meeting clothes on and driving the tractor with the 14 kids on the hay wagon. Small towns. Yeah.
We have A-Rods.
Mm.
Pretty popular with city people who come around.
City people.
Yeah, city people.
Yeah. How did they get to be city people?
Living in the city.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
They do act differently. You can tell.
Yeah,
Did you call them city slickers as well? Those city slickers
Sometimes.
with those suits and their fedora hats and yeah, yeah.
Boy, that charger works pretty good. Hmm. Harry investigates. He can't drive. Yeah, I like to do the ride-alongs with people, and sometimes they can be scary. It's like, oh no, what are you doing? Especially the storm chasers. Oh my goodness. Just drive right into that tornado.
A lot of changes, eh, Bonnie?
Yeah.
A lot of changes. Hopefully for the better. I don't know.
It will be. It'll be what we make it. I think now is the time for us to make the changes that need to be made in all areas. Right wing, old school. I think a lot of people don't want that. They like the new technology. That's the scary part. Can be. If it wasn't for new technology, we wouldn't be meeting like this. Mm. Y'all hear that now?
What was that?
Like, watch what you do. We got the echo now. He's gone. The hound dog, neighborhood hound dog, is out there howling. That's true, Anthony. It's hard to get good quality. That's why we need more people who can do those things. What, you did a video, a short at a lumberyard?
Yeah.
That's good
Hmm.
that y'all have one. Does
Yeah,
it?
we've got a few of them. Just had one that's getting ready to close down, though, unfortunately.
Mm. So does it make the wood cheaper? Do y'all have a mill too?
Yeah, they do everything in house, kind of like they get it from a raw product and process it on down, uh, and do everything on site that it needs to. Whatever the process is, they put it through. Yeah.
So do you think it's cheaper than if you went to like Lowe's or Home Depot or?
Now this place, now I don't know if they sell to the public. Now I don't know. I don't know as far
Oh,
as that. I think it's mainly like uh, they sell to other corporations or something.
hmm.
I'm not exactly sure how they operate as far as that goes. How they sell their product. They may have a way that you can do it. I'm not exactly sure. This was my
Go
first
up.
time out there on that particular site, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a pretty big operation. They're adding a bunch to it.
I didn't see any wood there. I was like,
Oh, it's out there. That's just like one little piece of the campus. That's like
right.
pretty much everything you could see in that video was like maybe a third of that place, maybe.
Oh, wow. How you
Yeah,
doing,
out there,
Colin?
that's all they do in that particular area. That's all there is they the wood mills, and then there's a bunch of property that's just nothing but beef cows. There's one family that's just got tons and tons of land, and that's all they ever had out there was beef cows.
Cool.
You know, which a lot of them they sell out to different buyers, but they bring a lot of their product to a we've got a beef processing facility here in the city, and so that keeps a lot of the beef local. You know, some of the restaurants that go straight from there if they don't get it from directly from the people. You know, some restaurants and stuff they just go straight to the people that's got it locally.
Cheryl, I do. I'm gonna get a landline out there. I was going, that's one of the things I found. I had bought a phone that'll work. If the power goes off, the phone still works, you know? The digital phones, they don't do that.
So,
Yeah, they charge quite a bit for landline now. Used to be pretty cheap, but I don't know why it's more.
less people had them at that time. You know, pretty much everybody was getting them, so you know it was like a bulk price for the region. When they're doing one here, one there, you know, they jack the price up.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good backup.
Like some people that like live out in the middle of nowhere or something that have to get like they don't get cable, so they have to get like Dish or something like that. You know, if they want that type of service, you know, there just ain't no cable lines out there. Like one of the reasons, well, we probably wouldn't have had cable even if they would have had lines. But where we lived out in the country as a kid, they didn't even have no cable lines out there anyway.
Yeah.
Most of the people on that road, if they had something like that, they had a satellite dish. Like one of the big old bulky metal ones, you know?
Yeah.
Whenever they phased out, like in the 80s or the 90s, I remember some people still had them as a kid in the 90s. Then they just became a lawn ornament, you know? Some people just never took it down. It just kind of just sat there. Just like a statue of the good old days.
Yeah, there was one on my roof until they put the new roof, and he was like, "Do you use this?" And I said, "No." Haul it with the other stuff. But yeah, in the country, there's no cable. That's what I was talking about the other day with the antennas.
They had little rabbit ears.
The outdoor antenna that you had to go out and turn in the direction to pick up a channel.
Yeah. We had one like that as a kid. It's kind of set up in the window. For the most part, it worked pretty good. You know, it wasn't but a couple channels, but like sometimes if it was raining, you might not get all the channels, you know, but for the most part, it worked pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think it wasn't but like 5 or 6 channels, maybe. ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, and PBS. So yeah, it wasn't but like 5 channels.
Yeah. But we didn't mind. I don't know. I'm not much of a TV person. I like the Christmas movies. Well, there's I like a lot of movies. And if I really like it, I have it on DVD. But
Yeah, I got a bunch of DVDs myself.
yeah,
Shoot, when I went out to the flea market a couple Saturdays ago for Small Business Saturday, one of the main guys that sells a lot of movies and games and stuff like that, shoot, man, the people was buying up the DVDs. I think he was selling them for like 10 cents.
oh wow,
I said I wasn't even gonna fight to that Piranha Fest. You know what I mean? It was just, little old ladies throwing elbows and stuff, taking their false teeth out, so it was about to go down at any minute. I'm like, nah. There was probably a couple in there I would have got, but yeah, it was just too many people around.
yeah.
I did 2 laps around the booth, and after that, I seen the crowd wasn't clearing out, so I said, I got to get the heck out of here. Man, this one lady, she walked out with a stack of DVDs that was about as tall as she was. I said, dang,
Oh my goodness.
she got enough movies for Doomsday.
Well, and that's the way it's gonna be because Mama had a whole bunch of them, and so do I. So, and she would record things too. So it's a good backup, also.
Yeah. I got a bunch of them cases. I even got cases that people just gave away.
Yeah. Still need to find a VHS player. I think
They're out
I've
there.
seen. I think they still sell them actually, because one of the catalogs that came, I saw one in it, and I was like, okay, they're still selling them,
Can't give up mine. It's vintage.
right?
Gotta have my VCR tapes. Now
So that'll be,
people pay top dollar for that nostalgia, old game systems, stuff like that.
who said that? No, Cheryl, that's not hoarding.
Oops, what's that?
Said isn't hoarding if you still have a record player and albums and a VHS player and tapes. No,
Why would you say that about me? Why would you say those such unkind things?
I
No,
have.
I do have a bunch of records though, but I do need to get me a record player.
Yeah, I have all that too. But I have a bunch of home movies because I got this video camera just, it was on sale at Best Buy, so cheap. And I was like, huh. It was a Canon. So I bought it.
Canon.
And that's so many home movies of the kids when they were little, and it's all on VHS.
You could find you one, or go to your local Facebook marketplace and put in search of,
Hmm.
get one of them old meemaws that's sitting on a whole horde of them, just waiting for somebody to ask for one. She got the cables, remote, and all with it. Probably throw
I
in a
think,
free copy of Beauty and the Beast.
I think I had the cables too. Mama had a bunch of, she had this box just full of cords, and it's got the 3 prongs, the yellow, the red, and the
Yeah.
white. Is it?
Mhm.
Yep. I guess I need to look at what's under her TV. There may be one sitting there. I just
Never
saw
know.
some boxes and didn't pay much attention to what they were.
I even got one that's the VHS DVD combo. It's all built into one.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that was the newer of the style, but
Yeah. That's how they're selling them. And the record players, it'll be a radio, cassette player, CD, and a record player all in one.
The whole matrix of music.
Yep.
You ever have the box with all the extension cords? You dig down the bottom, the label says, if found, return to Thomas Edison. You know, like it decades and decades, and you know what I mean? And why you
Okay.
Holy grail of extension cords, and you didn't even know you had it.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh, I do.
yeah.
It's a wonder I haven't started a fire yet.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff, man. I'm like, man,
Mhm.
somebody would have just pulled out that one screw or that one nail, this whole thing would have fell down. And we didn't even know it. We were in there just barefaced, no protection, no hard hat or nothing, man. It was just a
So when I did that video earlier at the live nativity, I don't know if y'all noticed, but in front of me, it actually went right under me, was this wide, looked like a carpet going across the cement there. But it was, that's where all the wires were. And I was really surprised at the wiring going to the nativity, but I guess with all the different lights that they were turning on to shine on each thing.
yeah. Show must go on, you know.
Yep.
That was the church I was married in, Church of the Nativity. And I think about it.
Really.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think I told you it was going bankrupt. I didn't know it. It got sold to Greek Orthodox, and it got just some Chinese sect,
Oh no.
some religion.
How does a church go bankrupt?
All the what you might call losts were moving out. It was an Anglican church, so Italians were moving in at that time, which would have been Catholic of anything, not
Mm.
Anglican. So had the church proper had a rectory built behind it. It was on a corner lot. The house beside it was the ministers. There's a lot of upkeep. A lot of money had to go into that, and
Too many deacons.
my dad was an assistant warden, I think, for a few years before. But everybody was moving out. I understand now it's all Chinese pretty well. That part of Toronto.
I was watching this doctor and she was talking about tuning forks, and she went into detail about the bells and the organs and even the windows, circle windows with no stained glass. But these tuning forks are supposed to be the right hertz to do different things to you tap it and then put it on wherever something's bothering you.
That's what a piano tuner used to tune the pianos, is a tuning fork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, sometimes it can, or somehow she said even connects you to the earth's frequency. It's all about the frequencies. It was pretty cool.
No.
Of course, they want like $100 for the tuning forks, but
Yeah, right.
yeah, we need some bell makers because it's the 432 hertz that's supposed to be used. And in 1939 is when they changed that, possibly on purpose, to, I think it was 440.
Yeah. You ever
Yeah.
heard they use a space microphone and you can hear Jupiter revolving? Quite loud when they turn it up. Just motions of a planet that size.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Certain frequency. A big planet. Mm.
I wonder if it's a good one or. Thank you, Wayne.
Yeah. How much do you remember of your childhood? When I look at all the changes, all the technology, automobile, you name it, transportation, aircraft, the changes, so-called evolution. I got a lot of plaque on one channel. They're talking up here, oh, we got AIs, right? I said, watch out for that. Don't let it grow too big.
Well, it's too late.
No, if they blow me away because what it is that they're saying, of course, is the cloud, right? And that the reason the country has it is it's their rules of storage. And I go, bullshit. The internet is www for a reason. If it exists one place, it exists elsewhere. You can't control that. It's a bunch of crap they're shooting at you. You know, the idea is up here, well, we'll store our information. And then if something changes in the United States or somewhere else, we're not affected. What a load of garbage. First of all, they're collecting your information. That's the problem. What they do with it is probably the crime. But they're on a roll. They're on a roll up here. You know what I mean? Oh, investment in this and that crap. They don't see it. Way back in the day, Bonnie, when IBM first started up, there was a big thing. What are we going to do with this information? What are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with that? And there was one big wheel in IBM, and they nicknamed him the father of trust. You have to trust somebody.
Well, what I saw, okay, the cameras that they are putting up all over the place. So, what I'm seeing is AI is not working out too great. So, these cameras that are put up all over the place, people are getting arrested. I saw one video where a woman and her children, the youngest 6 years old, the police are making these kids lay on the hot pavement on their face because her car, because of this AI camera, tagged it as a stolen vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was wrong because the license plate was a different state. and the other state. But it anyway, it was wrong.
Yeah.
And so here's these police with their guns drawn with these kids and this mother laying on the pavement. And I was like, this is just unreal. And then I saw another video where an officer pulled over a semi, went up, told the driver to put the window down, no response. Knocked on the window, no response. Looked inside the window, there is no driver. Driverless truck going 80 miles an hour speeding. I'm like, wait, how does the driverless truck break the law? But while this officer is looking at the back doors to see what kind of locks are on it, the truck drives off, gets in a convoy with these other trucks. Guess what they were doing? Hauling drugs.
Yeah.
Who's controlling them?
I don't think I understood how can it be driven without a driver?
They're making driverless vehicles now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So who's controlling the driverless vehicles? Because somebody's messed up.
It's all integrated with all the data and everything that's being just recorded. I mean, minute by minute, stroke by stroke, you know. It's just creating this network that's just all around us. Everything from satellites to our phones tracking. It's just a digital map of everywhere. Just like the what company is it? The Waymo cars, the driverless cars. I've seen several of them around Atlanta. I think I even seen in the news where one of them was just involved in an accident somewhere. I want to say I seen the article this past week. I don't know if it happened this past week, but yeah, I think it was one of those Waymo cars was involved in an accident somewhere.
Like, what about the insurance companies? I'd be saying, wait a minute, you want me to insure a driverless vehicle?
Yeah.
Say what? You know what I mean? Like, what?
I mean, it's different when you get like those type of people to get those type of insurances, you know. They're paying millions off top regardless, just so they don't have to pay millions on the back end.
I just don't get it. If it's making that many mistakes, it's not working. It's not working for the good. So that's a fail. Get rid of it.
I mean, it's just like, I don't know. There's so much good that can be done with it, but also, I mean, it's just like any tool that stays neutral till somebody gives it a purpose. But I mean, you're giving like some people, they can't even function in certain situations, and you're giving them the power, putting in all these smart technologies and stuff. So, man, it's just like, I don't know, it's just a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think it's just a bubble, like the housing bubble, you know what I mean? Just look at, and you're not the only one, so don't get me wrong, but I don't have a picture like this of Trump's inauguration. There's your answer right there. And I'm sure they know we're going to make millions, if not billions, and the bubble's going to burst. But we won't be holding the bag. Just another vehicle to make money.
Well, but that's the thing. So if it's not working on these vehicles, it's not working on the cameras.
Yeah.
Once we turn our banking over to it or everything else, I just don't see how it's going to work.
Well, it works for whoever's running it. It just don't work for the people that's thinking it should work the way they think it should work.
Yeah.
To me, the banking works pretty well. The way it is, not the way they might want it to go. The way it is, it's not. When you look at the system, it works pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
You know, it's brings the world together. Of course, it opens for crime. You know, you got to have checks and balances in it. Not perfect, but would you rather go to the bank? Here's all my bills. You know what I mean? Like all that crap, and use gas. Where you go on a phone or a computer, and that's it. You can use a phone. You know, press 1 for this bill, 2 for that bill, 3. Punch in the amount. Done. Wow.
Well, and that's where I wonder how the Federal Reserve is going to fit in to everything. If everything goes digital, we don't need a bank. Because from what I understand, the Federal Reserve was to create a central bank that they were in charge of. I don't know.
But how to deal with international too? That became a part of it.
Yeah.
International banking. But you never see that.
The global central bank. No, we don't want that either.
Well, you do have the IMF, the World Bank. You have to have it. You have to have it. How do you pay your bills?
And what do you do when they start controlling? Blackwatch, you ate one sandwich too many today. There goes your social credit score. So
Oh, I'm having another one at the moment. I couldn't stop.
we're freezing your bank account for 90 days.
No, well, you get that over, forget it. They're always
Right.
going to bank. There should. I'm against where it's going, where they would like it to go. I mean that I call it fascism. Other people would like something else, but that's what I call it.
So
Turning fascist.
since you've brought up that word again,
You're welcome.
I heard that Antifa was against fascism.
It is. That's the meaning of it. Anti-fascist.
So wouldn't they be good people instead of bad, like everybody's made it? Or
Did you see the recent congressional hearing? I think it was Congress against Kash Patel. You made up this thing about Antifa. Where is it located? How many people are in Antifa? Of course, he couldn't answer it, could he? Because it doesn't exist.
it's worldwide. Yes, it exists.
That's a theory. They're
Okay.
they're terrorists. He said, fine, how many are in it? Where are they located? Where do you think you can find them? Of course, he couldn't answer the question because it's an outlook.
Huh.
You know, they didn't call it that. I mean, like I said, between 39 and 45, most of the world were with Antifa, and they had the men that were fighting a war to prove it. I never had to ask my father, why'd you almost die? Well, it's fighting a bloody fascist. So there you go. But they've twisted everything, Bonnie. They twist things. You know,
I know that.
all that is anybody that disagrees with us, you're a fascist.
So, but didn't you just say we gotta trust earlier? Trust what?
The checks and balances that aren't around. Without them, forget it. There is no freedom. There is no freedom. That's why you have the House of Representatives, as I understood it. to keep an eye. They're the people's representation in government. Keep an eye on Congress, keep an eye on Senate, keep an eye on the president.
So there's some bills that they're trying to get passed that are kind of interesting that that could really do a lot. One of them that I read today is a bill that Kennedy is trying to get to go through. It already won the vote in must be Senate because it was really close. It was like 50 something to 40 something. So it's got to be Senate, right? Senate only has 100. But anyway, this bill is you can only be in office if you are a natural born citizen of the United States.
They already have parts of that. What's he trying? They're attacking that now.
It's called some kind of an act. And they're saying that it would take out almost all it would for sure take out Ted Cruz from Texas. He wasn't born in the United States. I mean, it would take out a lot of people.
Yeah, no doubt. I didn't hear it. I know one passed 5149. I think it was Thursday or Friday. Can't remember which one.
I don't know which one that is, but then there's another one that, what is it? It's the senator from Ohio is trying to get it passed. Seems like it has, to stop the dual citizenship. If you're a dual citizen, you pledge your allegiance to your country, and that's where you live.
Well, part of that won't go through. Those that have a U.S. citizenship and Israeli, that'll never go through.
There's a lot of them that would affect too. Yep. So, I don't know. Sounds like, because the act, they said it needed to go through the Supreme Court.
Oh, there's a few of them that have. Because somebody mentioned that, and they said, yeah, and we all know where that'll go with the present administration, foregone conclusion of the judgment of the Supreme Court. But I don't know what it was. So much in the last week.
I know.
Track of.
It just keeps, and there was another one that I saw that they're trying to, it may be Kennedy also in his act is, or maybe it was Texas, that they're trying to make it to where the people have a voice on what's being voted on. They're to ask the people, how do you feel about this or that? Because a lot of the things that they pass in DC hasn't gone through the people.
Yeah.
We're supposed to just trust our representatives and senators to represent what we want, but we see how that works. I don't know. There's a lot going on that it's like,
Shoot me for it if you will, but I had to laugh at the White House today. Who had Christmas greetings? Mrs. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You know what I mean? Like this guy's drinking a water and taking testosterone shots to keep it up and be as many women as he can. Here's my little lady. I thought, talk about a joke. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be kidding me. Talk about desperate Christmas wishes, right?
I don't understand. What? You just went, excuse me, 3 different directions there. What?
You know, 12 days of Christmas. I don't know.
The White. You ever watched the White? It's called the White House. You know, Spaces. Not all one word. Channel. Their official channel.
Yes, I have been on their channel because that's where you see the documents and what they're doing or have done. Yes.
And today, this afternoon, you know, there wasn't. Well, all of a sudden, there was a whole bunch going on. You know, because I had to sign into private and all that. So I had all these notifications. So I was going click, click, click. And one of them was Mrs. RFK Jr. wishing you from our family to yours a very Merry Christmas. And I thought, when's he been home? Who's he been with? You know his record for marriage.
No, I don't know his record for marriage.
Drinking some aquarium blue crap. He's been pumped up on testosterone for years. He's been unfaithful more times than I've changed my socks. And yet, all of a sudden, she's there. He's
And he would send a pretty good Christmas card, though. You know,
I said,
I
damn,
don't think he would send a crappy one.
from our family to yours, and, you know, and all the ones he slept with, you know, we all wish you a Merry Christmas. You know,
Oh my goodness.
he did. That's the truth.
Do you have proof of this? I have not heard this, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
No, him with this Hep C thing. At least that's only a suggestion. Dare pass a law? They're going to kill children. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't. I waited too late. I didn't have time to send out the Christmas cards. About to double up on another holiday, you know.
And no, there's
Yeah.
so much bonding.
Double up on Easter.
I'm working on it.
Did you do any Christmas cards? I'm just curious.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still do that.
Yeah.
Which I think is good. I mean, like I told you, I got to be, you know, where I could be trusted on my own, if you will. Here's a bundle of Christmas cards. Go throw them in. You know what I mean? It was like 8-10 inches thick with string and cord, and
Yeah.
They're getting harder to find. Used to be you could get a box of, I don't know, 20, 30 Christmas cards and they were pretty, and
yeah.
and now they're really cheapy looking, and there's, if you get the prettier ones, there's only like 8 cards
Yeah.
in it. Hey Dee. Good
Yeah.
to see you.
It's in a weird combination. They sell like 8 cards and 6 envelopes. Like, you know, where's the math on that one?
Yeah. I think that
Hot dog buns, hot dogs, and they're the same number. You only need hot dog buns. That's it, unless you want to get 48.
Yeah.
Like the baker and the butcher, they don't like one another. I mean, the baker gives you 13 instead of 12. It even makes it worse. What do you do with the third? Could I have a 13th hot dog, please? No.
You have your extra glizzy for the ride home.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christmas cards, that was a thing. Well, it still is a thing, you know, but
My
like a
mom
tradition.
had a box of 50 or 100. Like
Darn.
50 of them. She had an address book for everybody too, right? All the names, alphabetical.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jonathan.
Somebody
you.
was getting a card, even if they didn't live there no more. A card was getting sent to that address.
Yeah.
From my family to yours. Put it in the
Well,
back, honey. They don't know it ain't our picture.
It's possible.
Used to put them on the balance in the living room over the drapes, had the little box, wooden, cover, so you don't see them enough. And I grew up and I used to say, how come it says Belgium? How come the sticker says Belgium? Who do we know in Belgium? Turned out the underground that got my father out saved his life.
Wait a minute. Ken's in the hospital.
Ken is? Yes?
Yeah, I think he posted something about he had to go in.
Dang it.
I'm not sure the procedure or the circumstance.
Yeah, he's did a procedure, didn't he? I think.
Sending prayers, Ken. Ken,
Okay, there he is. He's in chat. There he is.
yeah.
Wasn't
That's
it an angioplasty he was going to have done?
I don't know.
I think he said.
To go to his heart cath on Monday. Oh my goodness. Definitely prayers.
Definitely.
Well, at least to be home for Christmas and have it over.
I'll be home for Christmas.
That went through my head too. I'll be home for Christmas. You can
Allegedly.
be.
Yeah, you gotta add that in there.
I write a song. I gave an idea and it goes, I'll be stoned for Christmas.
I think I did sing that one year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people's getting a white Christmas already.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen some
yeah.
videos of snow today.
Funny how we thought we were rich.
Yeah. Isn't Rudolph the only one that's going to have a red nose?
I don't know. I'll probably be unpacking for Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we are again. Another one.
I understand, Ken. I'm doing this live on my phone and it's hard to keep up with all the chat. If it goes slow, I see it. If it goes quick, I know I'm missing something.
You backed up the one computer a few months ago, didn't you? I thought you did. Because
No,
it's a few months ago now.
need to do that. I haven't done it yet. The one I really want to back up is the one with the blue screen. And I'm gonna, that's...
Is there a code on the blue screen, like OCX and a big number?
No, nothing.
I don't know about that could be done.
Yeah, I think so.
If it had Windows 7 on it, get rid of it. Done.
But I think that I backed up onto a hard drive.
You
A
did.
lot of that. So
You did that one time. You used HP backup.
yeah.
So
now I need to back up everything again and figure some things out. Yeah.
if you use the different keys, but F12, does that do it? Like when you go to power it on, you hit delete F12. It depends what it is. You can Google the model and get into the BIOS.
Okay.
Is that possible?
I don't know. It's already, those are all packed up and we'll see.
Yeah.
What
won't pull them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once I get, what's this baby Trump thing? I'm gonna have to look at those. Catch up.
You know, I told you that one channel has a lot of anecdotes that are really funny, Bonnie. You know, like when Trump's dancing to the, YMCA. Part toddler, part lawn sprinkler. What? It comes up with the best one. Instead of the billionaires calling the shots down there from, how did it do it? Trying to get into the Federal Reserve from their tanning bed.
Cool.
You know,
Thank you, John.
too much free time and not enough therapy. Oh boy. Can't say Canadians don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, when you're making fun of somebody else.
Well, all the time. That's why we have Doug and Ken McKenzie, the McKenzie brothers. Used to be a skit, and it's poking fun at ourselves. Sitting there with 18 2-4s, with a toucan, with a parka, with earmuffs inside.
Making fun of themselves.
Yeah, of Canadians.
Yes.
They're drunk. They're going, hey, hey, Doug, we poke fun.
A.
All the time.
Mm.
We had people with the Toronto Sun. I think it's gone now. It came like a tabloid type of daily newspaper, and the guy's name was Donato. Nothing but political comics.
Mm.
That's all he did. There was the conservative guy. He was a clown. I forget his last name, but he had him with mitts with strings on them that he always had on. Even if he had a suit, there was these strings with mitts in case his hands got cold. It was hilarious when you think about it.
That sounds really familiar for some reason.
You what?
That sounds really familiar for some reason.
Oh, they had, today or yesterday or Thursday, another conservative crossed the floor. They're one shot
No.
majority government.
Like from back in the day, somebody with the string and the mitts on the end.
Yeah.
And a funky hat.
Yeah. It was, I can't remember his name. He didn't.
No, I'm not claiming that memory. That sounds kind of weird.
Back in the day, that was part of you put
What
your.
was this? What are y'all remembering? What was that from?
I can't remember what it was from or how I saw that. I can picture this man with.
Where's this from, Black Watch? The men with mints and strings.
In the 50s, your mitts had strings on them that went through the sleeve of your coat when you were young.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the string was like under your coat.
Yeah.
And the mitts would hang out the coat in case your hands got cold.
Mitts, like hand mitts.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying like mints, like a dinner mint. I was saying, man, what type of games were y'all playing?
Well, mint was really cool. You had to use your.
Couldn't afford a yo-yo. You just tie mint to a string and just throw it around. Okay, yeah, mints.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah, I used to have some weird clothing.
I got pretty dark, man. Dang. Don't even want a peppermint. Don't even want chewing gum no more. Dang.
Look up Ken and Doug McKenzie. They used to do. They're sitting there smashed out of their minds on was always Labatt's 50 beer. You know, and it was, you know, hey, drove out of their minds trying to change the television channel, you know.
Yeah. Drinking some of that old
Yeah,
black market speakeasy hooch, you know?
yeah.
Sure, I was thinking the same as you. Well,
Yeah, see? At least I wasn't alone on that. I'm thinking, man, what type of Canadian Christmas games did y'all play? You know, that's like a new one.
Yeah.
Every time somebody tries to grab the mint, you just snatch it from them. Oh, almost got it.
we be roping mints down here.
Yeah, just broken mints, you know. It's all willy nilly, you know. Like it's nobody's business.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's when you know you're a pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely a pro. You need pro status for sure.
Yeah, was going to say something, but I won't. But, yeah. Yeah.
What about as a kid? What was your favorite Christmas gift you ever got as a kid?
What's a question to you, Bonnie?
Oh, okay.
Or whoever was a kid, I don't know. Somebody might not have been a kid. I don't know.
I was a kid at one time,
Somebody
I
might have
think.
just been born an adult. It happens.
Well, according to my mother, it was the I can't remember what it was called. I don't know if it was Chatty Cathy or but it was a life-size doll. And when we left California, I had to leave it behind. But then,
Yeah, they charge you for an extra person with them type of things back in those days, man. Yeah.
yeah. But then the next one I remember was a stationery set that had a diary and a journal and
Oh yeah.
note, like a back in the day, you used to get tablets with some kind of design on the top for writing letters. Yeah, had all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. The whole set.
The only,
Means was a train set.
oh, yeah, train sets were cool.
Tortilla. Good to see you. A midi coat and a pair of cowboy boots.
There you
Cool.
go.
Yeah.
Gotta have her boots. I just took mine off a while ago.
Until you mentioned the train set, the only thing at first I remember, you usually have board games or whatever, your stocking was a big thing, right? You know, go get your stocking. But all I had was this big car, and it had like a cop in it, and it had no top because of the big head cop, and it took 2 D-cell batteries underneath it, which my mom forgot to get. You finally opened in a big metal, like a metal car that was about, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches. But then the train set, Lionel train set was cool. Like I said to Carl, he remembers when the Transformers had a certain smell. It was an oval with Lionel train. And you hear when you turn it on, the Transformers
Yeah.
with the toggle thing.
Yeah.
Not about
Train sets.
I had to be older for that.
Yeah.
Bunch
I
of,
saw a kitchen, a puppy.
no. I remember the Christmas tree and this thread holding it up. I don't remember much of how many presents were under there. I know my dad always knew what he got. Always, I know what this is because, a lot of clothing. He got white shirts and he got, of course, my sister and I theoretically bought him a carton of cigarette. There was about 5 or 6 things and it was always the same every year. Socks. So,
My poor grandfather, he always got the same thing. Because all the grandmother would tell us he liked Old Spice. So everybody was getting him Old Spice.
Man, he was stopped. He was
that's what my
stopped up.
dad used. That's what the Old Spice with the little stopper. That was, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Kim. Oh,
Oh yeah, that is cool.
no. I miss Camel cigarettes. We still have Camel cigarettes. Is that a extinct thing?
No, you still miss them though.
True.
I mean, I pity the kids. Here's your new bicycle, and there's 2 feet of snow outside. You gotta wait for spring, but here's your bicycle.
Well, at least you got a carton of Camel cigarettes in your stocking.
Not Camel. Those are the most putrid camel dung. That's what they were. Turkish tobacco, and,
Step out back with grandma and have a couple puffs.
And I have done that, Black Watch. I got the girls a swing set because it was on sale cheap in the winter.
yeah.
Of course, trying to put most of it together in the house
Yeah.
because we had a huge living room, but not that huge.
But that was, well intentioned, but, but of course, with my daughter's time, it was Barbies. Barbie this, Barbie that, Barbie
Levi's.
houses, Barbie this, Barbie, I
Oh
don't.
yeah,
I only got, I never had the real Barbies. It was the fake Barbies. But I think I only got 2. My brother kept ripping the limbs off in the
had
head.
Joanne.
And so they quit getting me Barbies.
Yeah.
Man, just think of all the different ones that's been made, all the different versions of Barbies, all the different thousands
Yeah.
probably. Ain't no telling how many's been made of each version, or like the special editions and
Yeah.
like the one special edition when they did the Princess Diana Barbie, no telling how many they made over the years.
I remember the shop I raced out of, there was Paul and Joe. Joe looked white, but they were Portuguese. Paul had a daughter, Ashley. And he says, what my daughter said to me today? I don't know. Says, everything's wrong. I failed at school and everything like this, and all my dolls' heads are falling off. Found that so funny. All my dolls' heads are falling off.
Mm,
Hey, Vicky.
never know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Portuguese aren't made for their fine doll making, unfortunately.
Yeah.
They can do a lot of things well. They just doll making wasn't one of them.
Paul almost became my last and best friend. But that all ended. And yeah. He's a good man.
I don't know. Cornest dolls were pretty cool. Ragdoll. Just a
Right.
I remember
Raggedy Andy.
my two younger sisters. They're like I think they're like 16 months apart. So a lot of times coming up, people would ask, are they twins or this and that? So when my
Yes.
mom would get something, she would get them both like the same thing, but maybe like a different version or something. But
Yes.
it was one year, I think it was for Christmas, they got one of them dolls that you could like, it looks like it's got milk in a little bottle. And when you hold it upside down, all the looks like it's disappearing into the baby, but it's just in the cap or whatever. But the
Yeah.
doll's eyes would like, when you pick it up, the doll's eyes would like roll back and open up. And if you laid it down, the eyes would close. But
Hmm.
it got weird because over time, like one of the eyes just kind of got like stuck open, and the other
Yeah.
eye just kind of like was like half closed. So when you picked it up, it just looked like it was glitching out. I was like, oh man, that thing's creepy. Get that thing out of here. They toted them things around forever. I'm like, man, it's got to be another holiday or a birthday, man. They got to get them things. They were everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got the girls that same exact doll.
Man, yeah, I think they banned them. I think 2 Christmases after that, they banned them. Yeah, they got them things
Yeah.
out of there.
And since they were only 10.5 months apart, oh, one of my coworkers made them dresses, and they were identical, except for they were a different color, and then they had a different. She made a quilted teddy bear or something on one, and can't remember what was on the other one. I think a horse, rocking horse. And so I have a picture of the girls in front of the Christmas tree with those dresses, both white stockings, black shoes, white long sleeve shirts under them. They were a jumper dress. Yeah, a lot of the time they kind of look like twins. When I'd go get their pictures made, I'd put them in little old fashioned looking dresses with little hats
Yeah.
because they didn't have any hair. One of them, we kept taping bows to her head because she didn't have any hair. And I was like, just need to start getting them hats. Cute little hats.
Remember, my daughter went through the Cabbage Patch craze, and near Christmas they went up to like some were paying $1,000. I'm looking at my wife going, no,
Mm,
no. She
Yeah,
ate.
we never
much
did
for the
that.
cabbage.
Holy crap! Some stupid people.
Mm.
I never got the Cabbage Patch or the Beanie Babies or any of that. Just never got into it.
No, it was. Remember Toys R Us? It's gone bust now. But
I know.
the rumor was they're getting 30 Cabbage Patch dolls in on Thursday. Well, people were camping out in the snow. Get a Cabbage Patch. You're out of your mind.
Hmm.
Remember that Pawn Stars? What? I was in Vegas.
What's the question? I'm sorry.
Pawn Stars in Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen
I
that. I've
thought
seen
you
some of those episodes. Pawn Stars. Yeah.
Someone came in with a van.
Whoops.
She came in with a van and she said she brought a few Cabbage Patch in. They were unopened. She
Yeah.
said, van full. And he said, how much you going to give me? And he says, I got to tell you something. Men grow up. They make money. They go back to their childhood with all their stuff. Women don't do that. I'm not going to insult you with such a low bid. In other words, they're useless. They're what, we're going to give you $1 each and let them sit here for 20 years? You know, women grow up, men don't.
True.
You know, well, men, you know, they get the money and they buy all over. Remember that when that guy got a Maserati, he had the little cat, the bald guy, the son? Do you remember that episode? He's driving around a Maserati, you know, hoping to get married again. What ridiculous. But anyway,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Pawn Stars, the
Oh, okay.
the weekly, because his dad was Navy, and of course, when he came back, he started, you know, in Vegas, everybody pawns their stuff. They get, you know,
Yeah.
money gambling, and he had quite the business. Because there was something where some weapon or something was verified. He says, I'll offer you $100,000. And he went to the safe and got cash.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of money there.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Mm,
A lot of security too.
yeah, you bet. But yeah, it's strange. But she had all these unopened Cabbage Patch, mint condition. He said, I'm not going to insult you with the offer. They'll sit here for 20 years, 10 years, 20 years, who knows? Nobody will buy it. But I remember that, $1,000. They used to have, you know, remember toilet paper? eBay? Well, they used to have them in the
I remember toilet paper.
yeah, the community newspaper. Such and such Cabbage Patch, $600. People were going to buy them. It was ridiculous.
Hmm.
They're the most stupid looking dolls you ever saw anyway.
There was another show like that. I don't think it was as popular, but man, it got wild sometimes. It was it was based out of Detroit. It was called Hardcore Pawn. And
Yeah.
oh man, it was nothing like Pawn Stars at all. But you know, it's that same base. But man, you know,
Yeah.
somebody's in there, dude's coming in there with his grandma trying to pawn his grandma's gold teeth, you know, to get a couple bucks or something. It'd always be like the shadiest stories sometimes, you know, or like
Oh my goodness.
dude's coming in there with like all of his like body piercings and stuff in this jar, and he wants to sell them and see how much he can get for it. I mean, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like the Jerry Springer of the pawn world, but man, it was funny to watch sometimes, you know.
You ever
Yeah.
see the old West Banks? You know what I mean? The guy comes in, opens up, and he goes behind the thing, and he's got like the bars. You know, in the old West,
Yeah.
we had the biggest ones, Church and Queen. There's a few of them, but McTammy's Pawn. And you go in and it's all open type of thing, but you go down this hallway and it's a complete wall with 10 of them. That's how busy they were with pawning. And you could see through to the back rooms with all the racks and everything. It was huge pawn store.
I know, Cheryl. That's what I thought he said at first.
Well, a little of that too, you know. You know, however you take it, I don't know.
It's amazing what some people pawn, the garbage. You know?
Yeah.
Although
Some of that stuff when they come out, you know, but then you can tell some of it they start putting on, you know, the story just gets too wild, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
got
imagine how many people see that show and just think they're just going to take anything in there and it's just worth money. Imagine how much riffraff comes through before they find, you know, something to put on one of them episodes.
But I gotta admit, I work with a guy whose brother worked for Canon, and I didn't like him at all, but he got me a Canon AE1, but the came with a 50 millimeter lens, you know, wide angle. So the telescopic ones, I had to go to the pawn place. I couldn't afford them now. You know, does a Nikon fit on a Canon? No. Oh. You know, but then my ex borrowed it. I want it for the kids. It's mine. I'll borrow it, bring it back. She pawned it a week later for me. that was awfully nice of her. Mm.
Mm.
Trust. Anyway,
All right, y'all. I'm gonna close this one up. I'll put the link if anyone wants to come backstage.
I'm gonna hop down and grab the backstage link so I don't miss it.
here we go. Which reminds me, before we go, there was one you said, "Are we closing up? I'll leave it for next time." What did you want to talk about?
I
Oh, it's
can't
too late
remember.
now. That's too long of a story. I had to double down on the next one. I'm
Uh,
sorry.
Oh, it was what?
You got to remind me earlier, you know.
I don't even know what to remind you about.
It's a good, it's a good, 45, 55-minute story, dude.
Uh,
Yeah, it's
I'll
deep.
wait. I'll wait for the movie.
All right, it's coming soon. I'll send you the manuscript.
All right, y'all. Enjoy these days in whichever way you find joy, with family, with friends.
Reminds me, I got to pick up another case of beer. That's how you enjoy it.
Community friends on YouTube. Whoever it is. Another case of beer. Y'all have a good night. God bless you. Love y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, and don't forget to put the cat out.
Or bring it back in. Yeah, don't leave it out all night.
I know.
Get the cat in the bag.
Cool cat.